heading out of Cairo to a site called Abu Sir, which most tourists never see and most tour companies never go to because it's not thought of as being significant. However, it's part of what the Commission people call the Bu-Wizir, which means the land of Osiris. So this site we're going to is one of the most ancient in all of Egypt. Older than the Pharaoh, older than the dynastic Egyptians. And it's at this site where we will see many examples of lost ancient high technology which most archaeologists dismiss or don't even recognize as existing, but which engineers such as Christopher Dunn have seen with their own eyes. We're going to see core drilling by high-speed drills. We'll see saw marks which could probably only have been done by machines. And that's what's intriguing about this whole Bu-Wizir area. So much evidence of lost ancient high technology thousands of years before it was presumed that technology of any form that we understand existed beyond that made with the human hand under human power.
These walls are made from basalt.
Wow.
And the gate is made from granite.
Right. Oh, here are hieroglyphs.
Yes.
So you think the hieroglyphs come later than the...
Yeah. This is not the ancient. It's beautiful though.
Oh, yeah.
But there is more ancient than that.
Oh, and this is the paint that was put on over top.
Same like here too.
Oh, yeah. These reeds are sharp enough to draw blood. This basalt surface is incredibly smooth and flat. You can see how flat that surface is. Basalt, very, very hard stone.
But let's take a walk on the causeway of this pyramid.
Okay, and there's Saqqara in the background.
Yeah, we're so close.
Oh, it's amazing.
And the Saqqara is not the...
So Yusuf Awiyan just pointed this out. Look at that difference. See the right side where the stone is broken, the left side where clearly it's been cut. And if you look carefully, the spacing in between each one of those striations is, at a guess, 2 to 3 millimeters. So that means every pass of the tool had to move into the stone by 2 to 3 millimeters. The stone is basalt, and you notice that there's a curve to the cut. So this could very well have been a circular saw, and if it was, it would have to have been somewhere in the order of minimum, one would guess, 5 meters across. So nobody in modern times is going to come here with a 5-meter diameter diamond saw and cut this stone. This looks like it's evidence of lost ancient high technology. And here, this could have been pounded by dolerite stone pounders to create that shape. You can see the bruise marks in the stone. There are so many core drill holes in this area that's what really intrigues me with Abu Sir. We see case after case of core drilling happening, most likely in the very, very distant past. Because again, why would somebody come here in modern times with a massive core drill just to take a sample of the stone? So here we have black granite and more of these core drill holes. And you can see that clearly. You can see the striations, hopefully. There. And again, a ballpark guess is 2 to 3 millimeters per revolution. And here are my fingers to show you that these are not little things. These are big core drills going in at least as far as my hand goes in. And in this case we can't really see, but in other examples you can see that it's a drill which is hollow. It's only maybe 1/8 of an inch in diameter, or in the wall is about 1/8 of an inch boring through. And so I would guess, if we have any people watching this video that work with stone, but I would guess 2 to 3 millimeter per revolution boring into blackish granite would be a pretty fast speed, and definitely not something you're going to be doing by hand in ancient times. This I think is definitely an example of lost ancient high technology. Here at Abu Sir, sorry, in Egypt. So next to Abu Sir, we have a stone that's been quarried, but what's really quarried obviously after. Here you have casing stone. See the flatness of the surface? More casing stone here from what's left of pyramid. But what's very cool is this. You see that when they were quarrying this stone, they split right down through where an ancient core drill hole is. You can tell it's a core drill because look at, we can see the thickness of the wall of the tube drill that was used. Right next to it's another one, right there. Again, you can see where the core drill went into and where the core was broken off. And again, I don't know if you can see the detail, but around 2 to 3 millimeters is each turn or each cut of the core. Pretty amazing. They're more over in the distance there. We'll go check those out next. And also at Abu Ghurab we have this beautiful ancient limestone wall, which is very flat looking, at least to the eye, as you can see. And the original casing stones here of rose granite, of what's left of a pyramid, limestone core. And again, the rose granite comes from more than 500 miles away from Aswan. And some of the blocks are of the rose granite are many, many tons, as in 50 tons plus in some places, like at Giza, which isn't too far from here because all of these sites are very close together. The sites in the area known as Buwizr, which is the ancient term, pre-dynastic term for this area, as in before the pharaohs showed up, there was a very advanced civilization from which the pharaohs appropriated things like beautiful flat stone surfaces. The Cometians seem to be the people who had lost ancient high technology. Again, casing stones here, red granite, the rose red granite of from Aswan. Here a beautiful shaped surface with hieroglyphs which were added later, probably by the dynastic Egyptians. But this is the most incredible thing. This is called the Hotep, and it is one single block of stone. You can see it has 4 points. Very crystalline stone. And also notice the layering. Notice how flat the layering is. This was clearly, I'm sure it was not a fluke, it was clearly selected for this horizontal layering. What we also see are these beautiful shaped lines and curves. Very, very flat. They look like, okay, sorry, I thought it was one piece. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is one single block here. And again, these beautiful, even, flat surfaces. And what's very cool is around here, what we'll see is a tube drill mark, which is right there. So it looks like a tube drill was definitely used to create this area, and then a different tool was used to create this area. And the continuity here is very, very smooth. It feels almost like, or maybe was, an ancient router device that cut that out, like that. Incredibly difficult to do by hand, possibly impossible to do by hand, and this centerpiece is absolutely magnificent. And across the way, these crystalline stone bowls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. We'll go and have a look at those next. Here at Abu Ghurab, where most tourists don't go because nobody tells them about them. But Yusuf Awiyan, our guide over there, is the master of the area. His father was the master before him. His family line goes back probably thousands of years, maintaining this ancient pre-dynastic knowledge. And across from the Hotep, here we have these amazing bowls. 9 of them. Seemingly the same material as the Hotep. Notice all the curious knobs that are on them. And each one of these has a hole, one hole in it. Now it's said by some that these are sacrificial bowls, or were, for putting the blood of a bull in or something like that. But it's the precision of the hole and the fact that it's not very low down. If this was a drain plug, it would clearly be lower down, and it's not. It's less than, it looks like less than a third of the way down from the top. And just look at how well that was done. You can also see, hopefully, I'll turn on the light. You see inside, hopefully you can see where the tool actually skipped on the right hand side. You can see where the core drill moved out of a perfect pattern and dug in a little more than it needed to. That could mean that the tool was driven by hand, as in hand control, but clearly hard material like this, seemingly a perfectly round hole, these were not done by primitive workers with simple tools. This looks to me like high technology. And they were not originally found here. They were found around the pyramid Perneter. Perneter is the ancient name for pyramid. Pyramid itself being a name taken from the Greek. But they were found around that Perneter, and the archaeologists lined them up because supposedly they were going to at one time move them to the museum in Cairo maybe, but they just never got around to it. Quite incredible.